Hello, my dear students. You are most welcome in the online classes which are providing by Modern Prince Taranagar School. Before I start my lecture, I would like to thank our Honorable Managing Director Mr. Pokaramji Punia, and I want to give special thanks to Ravinderji Punia and Rameshji Bangadwa. They are doing great job in this education sector. Now I am starting my lecture from the topic of electrostatic. What is electrostatic? Electrostatic is a branch of physics. It is a branch of physics. Branch of physics in which we study about charge. But condition is charge at rest. Whenever any charge at rest, then we study about it, then this branch of physics is called electrostatic. Here electrostatics applications of electrostatic. There are a lot of application of electrostatic in which mostly we see photocopy machine, scanner, and seismograph, etc. These all are the applications of electrostatic. Mostly students write in this answer Gauss application. Gauss application is not a correct answer of the application of a electrostatic. Whenever you open the introduction of this chapter first, then you will find out in the introduction applications of electrostatic, photocopy machine, scanner, seismograph, etc. Clear? Now I want to start my lecture from the charge. Here, starting of the chapter, charge or electric charge. What is the electric charge? When two different bodies, not same. If you rub the same bodies, there no special property generate. When you rub the two different bodies, then a special property is generated both the object which are opposite in the nature and same in the quantity. Then this special property of the object are called electric charge. It is a special property. That's clear? It is a special property which is generated after rubbed two different bodies to each other. That's clear? Types of charge. Types of charge. There are two types of charge. First, positive charge. Second, negative charge. How can you define it? We can define it by the two methods, on the basis of the chemistry, on the basis of the physics. Here I would like to speak both the method in front of you. Positive charge on the basis of the chemistry. On basis of chemistry. What is the positive and the negative charge? When number of proton is greater than number of electrons. In this case, the object is called positively charged. The object is called positively charged. In any object, number of proton is greater than number of electron, then this object is called positively charged object. When number of electron is greater than number of proton. In this case, the object is called negatively charged object, but we want to define electric charge on the basis of the physics. On the basis of the physics. on the basis of the physics. There are also two types, positive and negative. But we know that physics is depend upon the practical system. Now we will explain positive or negative charge on the basis of the experiment. We do the two experiment in which first experiment is here. We take a glass rod and silk cloth and rubbed to each other. Here I am writing glass rod and silk cloth. Clear? And rubbed to each other. In this case, glass rod is positive and silk cloth is negative. Why? In these object, there is a compromise of electron. Clear? Then glass rod remove the electron and silk cloth take the electron. So glass rod is positive and silk cloth is negative. That's why this glass rod is freely hanged by. This is the raised base. Raised base. Clear? And we take a insulator string. This is the insulator string. Then this glass rod is freely hanged with. This glass rod is freely hanged with this insulator string. Clear? This nature of glass rod is positive. Now we take another glass rod and another silk cloth. Another glass rod and another silk cloth. Clear? And rubbed to each other. Then it is positive, it is negative. Then this glass rod is bring towards the freely hangs glass rod with the help of insulator stand. This glass rod is caught by insulator stand, and this glass rod bring near or brought near to this glass rod. Then we see that this glass rod which is freely hanged ripple from this glass rod. In this case, between these glass rod, a nature of repulsion is generated. Now, according to the experiment second, we remove this glass rod and keep this glass rod as it is. Glass rod hanged freely. Clear? We take ebonite and cat of skin of cat, skin of cat, and rubbed to each other. In this case, ebonite is negative and the skin of cat is positive. When we brought this ebonite rod near to this glass rod, nature of it is negative. Then we see this is the ebonite rod. In this case, we see the attraction between them, attraction property generated between them. Now we can explain positive or negative charge from this experiment. According to the experiment first, when glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, then in this case charge on glass rod is called positively charged and charge on silk cloth is called negative charge. According to the second experiment, charge on ebonite rod is called negative and charge on skin of cat is called positive charge. Hence, we can explain the positive or negative charge on the basis of the physics. Clear? Now, unit of charge. Unit of charge. SI develop the unit of charge is Coulomb. The SI unit of charge is Coulomb, which is represented by capital C. Clear? In the CGS system, charge of unit of charge is SI unit. Unit of charge is Franklin or state Coulomb. Clear? The big unit of charge. Big unit of charge is Faraday. Not Farad. Faraday. In 1 Faraday, the value of 1 Faraday is 96,500 Coulomb. Clear? This is the unit of charge. What is the unit of charge? According to the SI, unit of charge is Coulomb. In the case of CGS system, the unit of charge is Franklin or state Coulomb. The big unit of charge is Faraday. 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 Coulomb. Clear? Types of matter. It is important. Types of matter. On the basis of electric charge. Clear? There are two types of matter on the basis of electric charge. First is conductor, second is insulator. Conductor, what is the definition of conductor and what is the definition of insulator? When charge flow easily in the object, then these objects are called conductor. When charge is not flow easily in the object, then this object is called insulator. According to the conductor, what is the definition of conductor? If charge flow in any object easily, then this object is called conductor. For example, all metals, human body, etc. Total metals, human body, these are the conductor. Very good conductor is silver. Silver is a very good conductor. Insulator, wax, wooden, plastic, etc. These are the example of the insulator. Clear? Now, nature of charge we studied. There are the two types of charge we studied. Now, I am going to start next heading, which is the method of charging. How can you develop the charge? In the physics, there are the three methods. Method of charging, there are the three methods. First method is by friction. Second method is by conduction or contact. By third method is by induction. Clear? There are the three methods to charging a object, in which first by friction, second by conduction or contact, third by induction. We study about now by friction. What is the method of friction? A condition is applied in this system, which is two same bodies cannot be generated electric charge, but two different bodies, when they are rubbed to each other, then the special property can be generated. Then this method is called charging by friction. Charging by friction. What is the charging by friction? When two different objects are rubbed to each other, then this method of charging is called friction, and other name of is friction electricity. Friction electricity. Clear? When two different objects are rubbed to each other, then this method of charging is called charging by friction or friction electricity. For example, glass rod, silk cloth are rubbed to each other, then this object is called positive, and this charge on this object is called negative. Here a lot of example in our book, which is given in the table. You can study about from the table. Now I am going to start next point. Charging by conduction or charging by contact. Clear? Here what is the charging by contact or charging by conduction? When an uncharged body, this is the uncharged body and this is the insulator stand. This is the uncharged object or uncharged body. When uncharged body is brought near to a charged body, I take a charged body. On this body charge is positive. Clear? In this case, brought near and contact with the charged body. This is the charged body. Clear? When uncharged body is contact with the charged body, in this case, before contact, on the time of contact, clear? Now when uncharged body is contact with the charged body. In this case, same charge is generated on the uncharged body. This method or this process is called charging by conduction or charging by contact. Clear? When uncharged body is contact with the charged body. In this case, same charge is developed on the uncharged body. Then this method of charging is called charging by the conduction. Now, after the contact, we can separate these bodies just like that. This is the insulator stand. But 50% charge is transferred on the uncharged body. You can take an example. Let charge on this object is 100 coulomb. Charge on this object is 0 coulomb because this is the uncharged body. This is the charged body. On the time of contact, 100 coulomb, 0 coulomb. 100 coulomb plus 0 coulomb upon 2. When we separate these bodies, then 50% coulomb, 50 coulomb and 50 coulomb are separated on the both the bodies. So this method of charging is called charging by the conduction or charging by the contact. Last heading of this charging of method is charging by induction. Charging by induction. What is the charging by induction? We studied in the charging by contact or charging by conduction when we contact a uncharged body to a charged body, then same charge is developed on the uncharged body. But in this case, we doesn't need to contact with the uncharged body to the charged body. Here we brought near a charged body to uncharged body, then opposite charge is generated on the uncharged body. This method of charging is called charging by the induction. We can learn it by steps. Step first. Now after this I will tell the clear definition of the charging by the induction. We take a uncharged body. This is the insulator stand. This is the uncharged body. According to the step second, this uncharged body remain as it is placed and a charged body brought near. You can take here negative charged rod. I take here positive charged rod. This is the positive charged rod. Clear? When a positive charged rod is brought near to uncharged body, then there are two poles generated on the uncharged body. According to the step third, this pole is called P and this pole is called Q, and this charged body keep remaining as it is. Then nature of it positive, and material in the metal or conductor, we know that electrons are present. Then all the electrons attract from this side and transfer from Q to P. All the electron will come here, and when electron release their space, then this space is called positive. Electron move from Q to P because of attraction of positive charge. Nature of electron is negative. Nature of proton is positive. Here rod is positive and the nature of electron is negative. In this case, attraction between them. All the electrons transfer from the move from the Q to P. Then pole P is negative, then pole Q is positive. Next step 4. We connected a conducting wire and earth it. This is the negative, this is the positive, and Q or P. Q side is connected with the conducting wire and do the earth. In this case, electron from the earth goes from earth to Q side. Then this space is filled by the electron. Here electron will transfer from the continuous Q to P. Clear? Now step 5th. Step 5th, we remove the earthing wire. All the electrons which is situated at the side of the P. This charge rod keep remaining as it is. Next step 6. We remove the positive charge rod. Hence, all the electrons separated all over the bodies. Then these bodies become negatively charged. Clear? So we can say that in the charging by induction, when a charged object is brought near to uncharged object, then without contact we can generate opposite nature of charge on the uncharged bodies. This method of charging is called charging by the induction. In the next class we study about the properties of charge, Coulomb's law, and all the derivation of the first chapter. Now thank you so much, and I have a information for you. I have my own personal channel which name is Physics Wala Krishan Jangid, and there you can learn about the ray optics. The 10 class of ray optics were uploaded on this channel. You can search there. I will give the link in this video descriptions. Now thank you so much. Hope you will learn from this online classes. Thank you so much.